Carson, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. To throw is Brissett. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 40. Five-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And they'll go on the ground. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Second down throw for Brissett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Colby Listenby, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. play fake here on first down. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Brissett now on second down. Caught here by Conley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Brissett to throw on first. On the right side, he finds Burnett. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Gun, Brissett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 2nd down, Brissett. And his throw is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brissett again. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there at 22. Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The Bucks defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the 1st down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Bucks will get ready to go on offense. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Over the middle, it's caught by Adams. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They go play action here on first down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to have a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Brissett. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, LA! Colby Listenby with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So out come the Bucks now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Roethlisberger now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ben to throw again. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Run it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. So we have come to halftime, and due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short and shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Ben on third and long. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass. And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Aaron Donald in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Brissett. Got an open man, it's Burnett. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down. Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball. Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hurry up, let's go.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now a handoff looking right. And he coughed it up. And the Buccaneers have it.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here, not done in the 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the run, this is Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles. And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Bucks on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll come out in the pistol. Now it's Roethlisberger. He may try and run for this. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bucks have made this a 1-score game. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10.
Flex round! Ohio!
Second down, Brissett. Now he's forced out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ndamukong Suh in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Bucks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's back to throw. Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch it.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed.